YouTube, and welcome to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I'm Alice Seraphin, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. And these are the cards from part 1, was this note card. Let's cheer you up. We did the envelope and nothing on the inside. This was using Misty Moonlight, Marvelous Magenta, Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee. We did use some soft suede, but this is just jade. And this is some retired daffodil ribbon. This was part 2, and this is a regular size card. And we used, of course, the in colors that are staying in and some pale papaya ribbon. This is the envelope, and this was the inside. I really liked doing that. So part 3 of this video is about, well, we're using the Wildflower Path, and I can give you a quick peek at these. Wildflower Path, Boughs and Blossoms, and Lovely You. Today's part 4 will be doing the full-size slim card. Part 3 is doing a small size slim card, and I have my elements ready for us to go. And I also prepped a few more things. Now, where is my... All right, so this is a 6x6 piece of basic white scored at 3. This piece here is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4 to go right on top, and we're going to get started with this. I'd like to get parts 3 and 4 done before my bingo tonight. And I just uploaded a video on me doing some crazy stuff with my little bingo box, my little bingo daubers, which I think every month I'm going to change those bingo daubers up. I think it's a great idea. So there is our card base. Our envelope is a basic standard size letter envelope. Now this is the piece we're going to be doing our stamping on. And I decided, let's turn this way, get a fresh go here. And these are Palmer, most of them. This one, I think, let me show you, I pulled some elements out of my in color scraps. So I used the Boughs and Blossom punch, and I punched some in Just Jade, and I also did some in Soft Succulent just to give me a little bit of different. Now I had this Stitch So Sweetly die was done, and I also have this Misty Moonlight. This is in Soft Succulent, so probably not that one. And this is a piece of Just Jade, so we might use these in our elements. So let's get to stamping first, and I unmounted all my stamps, so let's mount some of these up. Now these that I'm mounting are the Boughs and Blossoms. This stamp set is retiring, however, the punch that matches it is staying in the catalog. So let's get some here. We're going to get some of this one, that one. I did like this one, and this one here. We're going to put on that one. Let's see. This one here. We might actually use a little hello. Not sure yet, but we'll mount it just to be on the safe side. Now, I know for sure that I love this little one from Lovely You, and this stamp set is staying in the catalog. I liked this little element in there. And I loved this one here, and I only need this top part of it. And let's see what other sayings we have. Just because, what did the other one say? Just a little hello, and I think we're going to do just because on the inside. Why not? Let me find it. Just because. And I'm going to just set that over here because don't have a spot for it. I don't have enough blocks. So on these, let's pull some. I want to pull this one. which will go there. That is going to just have to sit there for me. And let's see. This one, I used this one the other day. So let's see how this goes. And let's give it a whirl, why don't we? Turn my cardstock over. And we are going to start with our greenery. Ooh, I need some more greenery. And we're going to do this in just jade. Setting that over there. Let me move those. I need some more greens. Let's see. They have this little tiny leaf. I'm going to have to share some blocks here. I'm going to have to use this one for those tiny little leaves. I like those. And then I really liked, well, I've got those two. Okay, let's get started with these two for now. So we're going to start with the leaves. And we're going to do a little different here. A little bit up there. And one swooping down like so. And I'm going to give it a quick clean off. Probably should not have done that yet, but that's okay. I'm going to set that on the stamp set so I can mount that. And we're going to bring this one in. And this one, we're going to stamp in, yeah, I wanted that lighter color. So we're stamping. And then the second generation, still in just jade. Bring some there, stamp off, and right there. So I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to switch from just jade here for a second to Magenta Madness. Now I'm staying with the same idea that I'm using the same, let's see, these flowers are going to be in basically the same colors. So Magenta Madness flower right there. Love that big bold. I'm going to put a part of it there. And I am going to do a big part of it right there. So I'm setting the Magenta Madness aside because I know I am not done with it. Cinnamon Cider, we're not ready for it. Now Bumblebee, we're going to change it up with this. We are going to do this flower here. Last time I did it in Misty Moonlight. This time we're going to do it in Bumblebee. And we're going to put a big old bumblebee right there. And we're going to stick one here. Doing it kind of in threes. And a wee bit of one right there. And again, I'm not going to close my ink pad up because I'm not sure what I'm done or not here. So how many colors? We have 3 colors. This is 4. And this one is the blue. And we're going to bring this little flower in with the blue. Something is on my cardstock. So I am going to just fill in some areas here. I think I'm going to go a wee bit there and probably a wee bit there. And I'm not done with it, so I'm just setting it aside. Of course, getting ink in my hands for now. Okay. Now the decision is, do I want to use this one? I know I liked in Cinnamon Cider, but these, I kind of have room for these, and I like the idea of going over places with those. So what color? I think we're going to go back to the Magenta Madness. Stamp off. And we're going to stamp off twice before stamping, okay? So 1, 2, now we're going to stamp on the paper. Because it's so light, we can 1, 2, here we go. We can go over the other images. 1, 2, and we're going to go right here. 1, 2, we're going to come in here. 1, 2, right over that misty moonlight. 1, 2, right there in the open. 1, 2, little bit down there. 1, 2, down here, and 1, 2 over there. Now I'm happy with that. Okay, so what else should we do in, we can do these in the bumblebee stamped off. So we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, and we're going to put it right there. 1, 2. I almost didn't stamp. Let's put this one like right there. I didn't push down all the way on the other one. 1, 2. We're going to turn it. Give us a little bit of yellow there. 1, 2. Here we go. And 1, 2. We need a little bit more there. Now I'm trying to think what else. The cinnamon cider. Like I said before, I really like this little image for cinnamon cider. And we're going to definitely stamp off. Stamp and then stamp here. We're going to turn it this way. Put one right there. Stamp off. Where else should we put one? I'm going to go a little bit there. Most of that in the center is going to be covered. I just want to get some on there. And I'm going to do a little bit right in there. Next we have these little leaves. So I'm done with the cinnamon cider for sure. So I'm going to close it up. Bring back our Just Jade. And we are going to do some little green leaves. Now let's see, about right there. And yeah. And let's see, where else could we put some that looks like the flower might be in need of some. We're going to add some right there for that flower. I don't know why I just stamped off. Some there. Some there. Now I'm going to do some stamping off. Stamp off so it's lighter, but the same color. Stamp off. I want some right in there. Stamp off and maybe right there. Okay, so we have our background done, and I'm trying to think of what color we might use for our sentiments. And our sentiment was this one, a little hello. Let's see if it fits in our circle. It shall. So I'm going to grab a scrap piece that, of course, is not wide enough. So let's grab another piece that's on here, because we're going to stamp some on this. So what color shall we do it in? Decisions, decisions, decisions. Let's do it in this bold magenta madness, just to be different. Oh, so cool. So there we have that. We're going to use that again. And what color was this? We don't want that. Let's punch this out real quick. Oh no. I need to cut this off and put this in here. I know it's upside down, but that's going to be all right. A little hello. Now let's fill this in with some color. So we're going to bring in the Misty Moonlight. I think we're going to go full strength right there. Then stamp off. Nope, I want to bring in this one. And this is the Bumblebee, and we're going to do it light. So we're stamping off. Going to bring that in like so, really bright, pretty yellow that it is. I'm trying to think. We already have the Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight. What about a little greenery in here? Trying to think what I have not used. Ooh, let's go with this, and we're going to stamp off and add it just like that. And we're going to add a little bit more up there, and I'm happy with that. But we're going to stamp on the inside of our card. So next we can do it like so. Not sure about that. Might need, I don't have any Magenta Madness, and I really would like some. Did I order any? I'm not sure I even ordered any when I went to order, but I have the square bit. Oh, that's it right there. We might cut some of that up and use it. Let's see what we can do. I think, because I really want, okay, what I'm doing, you guys think I'm totally nuts here probably. I'm going to cut this off there, this piece off there, and now I have that little bit, which I don't like that it's so much there. So let's see if just these little ends with that stitching will do, and they won't. So next I'm cutting from this stitch to that stitch, this stitch to that stitch, and I know I'm going to be okay with this. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue there, and I'm just adding that wee little bit like so to bring in the Just Jade. Oops, wrong side. It's okay if it gets glue on it, because it's going to get, I just want them to get even. There we have it. That's going to get popped up with that. Oh, so pretty. Okay. So let's see. Here is our card front panel we created. This is our, ooh, that's really big, isn't it? Maybe I will just add, I really want some Magenta Madness. Let's see, where's my little box of goodies here? I got something else to use. I only broke out what I thought. Ooh, we have this stitched rectangle, stitched so sweetly, and I like the layering of that. I do, I really, really do. But I've got an idea. So this is not going to hurt anybody. I have this stitched rectangle die, and it's not going to hurt my card project, but I'm going to pop this in like this and pop that piece out, and you'll see why in a second. So you're not going to even know I popped that out, but we're going to cover that hole up like so. We're going to cut this in two, so right about there, and extend that along here like so. And I hope my idea works out. Maybe not quite the way I wanted it to, but you know what we can do? It's okay. I am going to I need to take just an edge off of this, and how I'm going to do that is, see how these ridges fit like so. So I'm going to pop this in the side and just take off another hair. And I do mean hair, just that much, because now it's just adding that little bit behind there. Or I might bring it down like that. I'm starting to doubt whether or not what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna make this work. You just wait and see. There, there, and it needs something in the middle, doesn't it? I wonder if I can take some more off of the inside of this. So let's see. That's not enough. Oh, I'm getting frustrated, sorry. I really like this idea of using that, and I like it in that stitched rectangle. You know what would have been better if I had been smart enough? Let's just redecorate a piece to go in there. So what do you say we just do that? Okay, so you guys have seen me, you know I do some, this is where the stitching goes. So I'm going to cut this down. And let's get this done. Let's see. And I'm going to need to take a little bit more off. So that was 2 7/8. So I'm going to take it to 2 3/4. And then I'm going to make it 1 3/4. And we're going to see how this looks inside of my stitched rectangle die. I need a little bit more off the side. So maybe right about there. Yes, that's going to go in the frame. And no one's going to know what we just did to our paper. So, because it's going to get covered up by the Stitch So Sweetly rectangle. It just didn't work out. And sometimes that happens, and you just got to go with it. So we know we want that. I know I want this glued all the way down. Getting down to like 1/4 of the bottle. I need to fill that up. So there we have it. We know that's where we want it. So next we need to do some more stamping on this. So we need a little bit of our magenta madness going on. Just a little peeky here. We're going to bring in that great, beautiful bumblebee color and do some there. And we did some stamped off with some bumblebee here maybe. A little more maybe peeking through there. Where's my little one with the, we're going to go solid there. And a peeky there. Don't you love that terminology? Peeky here, peeky there, peeky everywhere. Okay, so we're going to add some greens. A little bit there. Now I'm going to do some stamped off ones. Like so. Stamped off. Like so. Stamped off just a little there. Bring in our other image here, and we're going to do completely stamped off. Some there, and a lot of that's going to get covered up. Okay, so I'm good with what we have on there right now. Let's bring back our card base, Yes, except I'm going to add it like so. So here's my glue bottle. This is a much better idea. Too bad the stitched rectangle die doesn't fit in there. So that was a no-go. Interesting all the while. So we have our, oh, this we need to change to Magenta Madness because I don't have any Magenta Madness. Where's my Magenta Madness ink pad? So, how I make a Magenta Madness piece of cardstock. Polish pink, sponge dauber, and Magenta Madness ink pad. This one we could probably rub. I usually like, oh, definitely. And I don't mind putting it directly on there because I want that deep, deep pink of the Magenta Madness. I'm starting to like the color just as it's going away. Was very reluctant with this shade of pink. Okay, so let's put that over there. Pop this now, you can see it. Back is polished pink, the front is Magenta Madness. There we have it. Here's our little piece. We're putting this up on dimensionals. I just have to get to the little basket. When I start creating, everything gets chaotic in my creation. Let's see. Where's my sheet of dimensionals? Right here. And sounds like my grandson is trying to bring me my dog. So, a little hello is what we created. Very cute, very springy colors. Now, we need to do some work on the inside. This is just because we are going to stamp it on the inside of our card. And we're going to go right in the center. Got a little halo going on, but we can cover that halo up, I think, with a big bright pink flower. Not bad. Then we're going to bring in our bumblebee here. And we're going to put this color down here, like so. And let's see what else. Oh, our little blue one. We're going to do one there, one there, and one there. And we're going to leave it like that. I think that's a beautiful little card. And I'm looking for my envelope. There it is. We have to stamp our envelope to match, okay? So, starting with Magenta Madness here, up here. And I got the halo thing going on this. Gotta stop pushing so hard. One right in the center. We're gonna do the bumblebee again. Right about there. And right there. And our misty moonlight flower. One there. One there. And one right there, one here, one there, and I'm going to leave it like that on the envelope. I'll probably redo another envelope, but for time's sake, there you have it. A little hello, just because, and a very darling, very bright, springy, summery card using the outgoing in colors of Magenta Madness, Bumblebee, Just Jade, Cinnamon Cider, and Misty Moonlight. So have a great day out there, and I'm going to start video number 4. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye now.